Hiya and welcome to Girl, You've Got This, the podcast made for girls aged 9 to 25, figuring out life's ups, downs and everything else in between. I'm Rach Friedley and I'm here to help you feel seen, heard and totally understood. Whether we're talking friendships, confidence or chasing those big dreams, this is your space to grow and glow. So let's dive in. This week's topic is boundaries. So ever had that moment when a friend just keeps pushing you to do something you're just not comfortable with? Or maybe someone makes a joke at your expense and you laugh it off, but inside it just doesn't feel right. Or maybe you said yes to something you really didn't want to, just to avoid that drama. And on the flip side, think about a time when you stood up for yourself, even in a tiny weeny way. That moment when you said no and meant it. Or when you made it clear how you want to be treated. Here's the thing, boundaries and respect start in your body first, not your brain. If you've ever felt guilty for setting a boundary or been unsure if you have the right to say no, your body is the reason why. And today, I'll break down exactly what happens in your body, heart and brain when your boundaries are crossed and give you one simple tool you can use right now to feel stronger, clearer and more in control. So first, let's talk about your body. When someone crosses your boundary, whether it's a rude comment, pressure to do something, or just a situation that feels off, your body knows it first. That's why you might get a tight feeling in your stomach when something just doesn't sit right with you. Your shoulders feel tense when you feel like someone is taking advantage of you. Or your legs might feel heavy or restless when you're stuck in an uncomfortable situation. Your body reacts before your brain can fully process it. And if you ignore these signals for too long, it gets harder to tell when your boundaries are being crossed because your body stops sending those clear signals. And then your heart steps in. So your heart is where your emotions get involved. If you've ever felt guilty for setting a boundary, it's because your heart is wired for connection, and even more so in the female brain. We crave that connection. So it doesn't want you to lose those friendships or cause tension between friends. That's why saying no can feel uncomfortable, even when you know it's the right thing to do for you. You might think, well, what if they think I'm being mean? Or I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Or maybe I should just let it go. Your heart craves that acceptance. But here's the key. Real respect comes from people who honour your boundaries, not those who push past them and just expect you to just get on with it. And your heart will feel so much better when you stand up for yourself. Although it's frigging scary when you start doing it. And then finally, your brain kicks in. So by the time your brain starts thinking about what's happened, your body and heart have already reacted. If you've ignored your boundaries before, your brain might just try to talk you out of enforcing them now. So you might think, maybe I'm overreacting. Well, it's not that big a deal. I'll just deal with it later. But the truth is your brain learns from your patterns. If you keep ignoring your boundaries, your brain will assume it's normal, in inverted commas. But if you practice setting them, your brain will start to recognise what's okay and what's not. And here's the key. The fastest way to reset your boundaries is to reset your body first. So last week we talked about the belly breathing, which is a wonderful tool. And as I said before, you can use it wherever you are. This week we're introducing you to a quick Tabata workout. Now before you say what, bear with. Your body holds tension when your boundaries are crossed. That's why movement is one of the fastest ways to reset your nervous system and feel strong again. And today we're going to do a Tabata workout. And it's literally 4 minutes of movement to help you feel powerful and clear. So a Tabata routine is doing 20 seconds of exercise and then 10 seconds of rest. Yes, you heard me correctly. 20 seconds of exercise and 10 seconds of rest. You'll repeat this for 4 minutes in total. And if you don't have 4 minutes, that's okay. Just do it for as long as you can. So here's what we're doing. So we're going to do 20 seconds of squats. So squatting down and then standing up again, obviously. And then you rest for 10 seconds. You do it for 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds rest. So these are all examples. You don't have to do all of them. You can just do one of them. You can do some jumping jacks. Again, 20 seconds. and then rest for 10 seconds. You can run on the spot, 20 seconds, and then rest for 10 seconds. Or you can do some lunges, 20 seconds, and then rest for 10 seconds. And that's it. It's quick, but it wakes up your body, resets your energy, and reminds you that you're strong. And it resets your brain just by working your body first. So the next time you feel like your boundary is being pushed, take 4 minutes or as much time as you can for yourself. Move your body, breathe deeply, and remind yourself, I deserve to be treated with respect. And also as an add-on, you can use the breath work that we did last week as well. So then you have 2 forms of resetting, body resets to reset that brain. So boundaries aren't about being mean, even though that's what people tell you. They're about respect. It's about you respecting your boundaries. And the more you practice listening to your body, the easier it becomes to say yes to what feels right and no to what doesn't. So this week's challenge, try a 4-minute Tabata workout when you feel off, unsure, or just need a reset. Notice how it shifts your energy and your confidence. So if this episode spoke to you, share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And if you want to go deeper into your growth and glow, check out the details for the Glow group below in the show notes. This is where we focus on confidence, mindset and self-care. And remember, you're stronger than you think and braver than you know. So you've got this. So see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.